We'll certainly have a good weekend because we have done really well. About 10-15 points away from all-time highs, but just look at the way the market has shut shop. It's closing, trending higher, closing in nearly at the high point of the day. In fact, at the high point of the day. Can we just pull up the Nifty 50 chart intraday, and you'll see a trending move higher, closing in at the high point of the day, which is a great sign. And just the heat map, Tamanna comes in as well, actually, and just look at the kind of gains that have come in. Those four stocks still stay in the red. The stocks which have made a bit of a pull come into the top 10 include a Cipla, which after the results was up 2% and now up 6%. The Adani twins about 3.5% apiece. IT continues to rise and shine. Bharti Airtel has gained some more spunk. So that's the nature of the move. Everything in the green, hardly anything in the red.
Yeah, we are going to close in all likelihood above 24,800. Quite convincingly. Not yet at that all-time high.
Closing highs, yeah.
But yeah, closing highs definitely. So that's an exciting day. Look at the advanced decline ratios, and you'll just see the kind of how secular this growth trend is. It's not just the Nifty today. It's a huge gap over here, and a lot of stocks have moved in the broader markets as well. Let's pull up the mid cap and the small cap just to give you a sense of how all-encompassing really this up move has been. Nearly 2% up on the Nifty mid cap 150. Small cap index also doing okay, relatively looking like the laggard today. But among the sectors, and important to pull up the sector.
We hit the highs
as well.
We hit the highs. We hit the all-time highs.
All right, let's just go back to the Nifty chart.
Yeah, but 24,855, 28,860 now, Tamanna, so we hit all-time highs.
Wow, all right. So that's a great note to close. Just as we've closed, we'll see where it's settled finally after a minute or so, but you have hit the all-time highs on the Nifty. What a fabulous Friday it has been, and an end to a week which really looked a bit scary there in the middle on budget day. Budget afternoon was this week itself, Neeraj. I know it seems like a long time, but it was this week itself. Budget afternoon, mid-speech, you had this plunge, and the climb up from there has truly been astonishing. 24,849 is where we are closing.
Well, quite stunning, really, what's happened here. But let me pull up the chart that Tamanna usually pulls up, which is the BSE 500 winners and losers as well, just to show the mid-cap end of the spectrum. I'm sure there are losers. Tamanna, you might want to talk about the gainers, but just mark the losers. MMTC.
That's a pullback. So MMTC was running because in the budget it was made clear that non-revenue generating assets would be disinvested by the government. MMTC has tons of them. So that's a stock that was running up a couple of days. It's pulled back, signed its bad numbers.
The results were very wobbly.
Numbers.
No, Soba was that block deal that happened, as a result of which the 3.5% cut.
I think Federal Bank, because of the RBI guidelines and an additional buffer for retail deposits, is hurting them. New India, all insurance companies, Paytm has had a huge relief on Ant Financial's investments since Chinese investments are coming in. So that's moved. So you've had a whole host of reasons for stocks to move overall. Just before we wrap, I want to pull up the weekly chart because we've been talking about what this week has looked like, and it's been an important one. So we'll just pull up the Nifty weekly chart before we close. And really, the entire story is here, Neeraj. Just look at it. Week on week, it's like barely moved.
Stock. It's like a small cap stock which has a spike on the announcement of a result.
At the end. Because see, week on week, it's barely moved. You've pretty much just regained everything that maybe you lost around Tuesday, budget day. That was the hit. And then you've come back strongly. 2 days to swallow that LTCG and short-term capital gains tax hit. Maybe all of that real estate hit as well. And then decided that after all, nothing better than equity. I think that's the discerning or enduring thought of the week.